His name is Baltasar Egonga, and at this point in time, he might be the most famous man on the internet. And it's only going to get worse. But why?
He is the boss of ANIF in Equatorial Guinea. What does ANIF stand for? ANIF stands for National Financial Investigation Agency of Equatorial Guinea.
Very soon it will be safe to say he was the chief. But what did he do? Well, Baltasar's problem was that he was a hard worker. He worked really hard. Too hard. But we wouldn't be talking about him now if all the hard work went into fighting financial crime. Instead, he put his hard work into women. Quite literally. So according to the story we know now, there's an ongoing investigation into Mr. Egonga because they suspected some corruption, which in Africa is more of a routine check than an investigation because corruption is the system. And so I'm sure Mr. Egonga right now is wishing that they had found the corruption instead of what they found, which was tapes upon tapes upon tapes of Mr. Egonga plowing through women, and not just any women, because he's a human being, he's a man. He's allowed to pound anybody he wants consensually, as long as his wife never finds out.
They can stumble on some tapes, some X-rated tapes.
The problem is the woman he was going for, and there's a list. Now, I don't know if this list is true yet. The story is still now unraveling, so maybe this is a lie, but this is what we know so far. The wife of the Director of Presidential Security, the Attorney General's wife. The prosecution document will be like this. The daughter of the Director General of Police. For the very first time, bribery will not work on this continent. He can't pay any amount of bribes to get out of this. The guy will be pissed. The wife of his pastor's little brother. Again, for the very first time, a pastor will reject tithes and seed money. He can't pay his way out of this. Also, pastor, didn't you see this? God didn't show you this one. His godfather's wife, his sentry's wife, his bodyguard's wife. This guy had a thing for wives, except his own. So now the bodyguard has to guard the man by staying away, because if he comes close to him, he will not be a bodyguard anymore. He will now be the enemy. 15 friends of his younger sister. That one, the sister has to be involved. 15. His pastor's wife. He fucked the pastor's wife and the pastor's younger brother's wife. The wives of several ministers, including Minister Oburu. Let me check Mr. Oburu's face. Mr. Oburu is a fine young man. Why is his wife fucking somebody else? His own little brother's wife. His uncle's pregnant wife. Uncle's pregnant wife, meaning the guy's cousin has already seen his dick, bro, even before the cousin was born. They have already met. And if you watch the videos, you can tell that the guy, like, he goes deep. Okay, the shit goes deep. The baby was probably in there like this. At this point, if you are this man's friend, you work with him, you are related to him in any way, and you are married, all you have done is choose a side chick for him. If he comes to your wedding and he says, congratulations, bro, it's not to you. When he asks your pregnant wife, how many months do you have left, when are you due, he's not concerned about the baby. He wants to know how much time he has left so that he can make a move. And by the time the child comes out, the baby would already have a strong male figure in his or her life. And it's not you. All these rappers who keep saying, I'm married to the game, please, check the game well. This guy may have fucked it. You're married to this guy's side chick. And to anybody in Equatorial Guinea who has a wife, the fact is you are married to Mr. Egonga's potential side chick. Just don't meet him. I'm just confused. Why do all these wives like this man? Why? So everybody marked green in this picture has had that financially criminal dick. By now, we've all seen the videos. I'm shooting this at 9 a.m. But by the time this comes out, the videos will have gone too far. You've all seen them. And let's be honest. The content is premium. The content is some good stuff. I'll be honest. If they get Kim Kardashian's mom on this can be $1 million scandal. Okay, they can make a lot of money from it, and he can feed his 6 children. Yes, he has 6 children with his wife. At least we know he loves to have sex with his wife. I mean, at least the wife can say that. You know, it's not like one of those things where the guy is cheating and so he doesn't do anything with his wife. The man he loves everybody. He loves all wives. I was wrong. He loves all wives. And there's one thing that runs through all the videos. One thing that the videos have in common. In all the videos, Mr. Egonga has his hands like this. Okay? Like a dead person. He's there like this. But he's not doing that because he's singing Bless the Lord, oh my soul. He's stimulating his nipples in every one of the videos. All this talk about hand placement, you put your hand here, you do this. No. It's all about self-love. He's stimulating himself. Forget about your thing. Now, I saw the Very Dark Man video around 8 this morning, right? When I went to the Telegram page, everything over there was in French, I think, yeah, French. And there were a few hundred people on the page. But as soon as this thing hit the Niger Twitter, now there are about 5,000 members in the page and counting, and everything is now in English and Pidgin. Now there's more to the story. It goes much deeper, pun intended. If you watch the clips, there's a particular woman. There's one woman in there that's, let me see, I'm coming. This woman. There's one clip where her face is in a sink, and she's having so much fun that it looks like she's passing out into the sink. I'm guessing this is why a lot of the girls were coming to Mr. Egonga pun intended again. Once again, premium content. But there's one thing that this woman has in common with Mr. Egonga. Just like Mr. Egonga, this woman also has a lot of tapes with women.
This guy and a particular lady, this one is married, right? But she too, she also has videos of herself and some other women where she said they chop the women. So she dey chop them, recruit for them, then she too, she go chop the woman based on say she dey do man and woman.
She has one video where there are 3 other women in the video. Equatorial Guinea, I was not familiar with your game. I didn't think this is how I'll hear about you guys in the news. The thing I don't get is if they were doing an investigation and they found these tapes, then wouldn't it be a crime for them to release the tapes? Wouldn't that be wrong? I don't know how the laws work over there, but releasing these kind of tapes, they should be wrong. It should be wrong, right? So I'm not really believing this story about investigation and they found the tapes and they released the tapes. That would be wrong. But maybe, you know, he pissed off so many people by fucking their wives. So I guess I'm hoping wherever he is right now, he doesn't off himself, because this kind of thing is crazy. But here's the funny thing. The funny thing about this situation is that after this scandal, this man will get more women. Like, more girls who want to be with him now after seeing all of this. I don't get how it works. Girls, explain to me in the comments. But whenever anybody gets a scandal like this, more women reach out to them. More women want to sleep with them. Is it because he's viral now? Is it because they know how he can perform now, so they want to go for him because it's hard to find people who can perform like that in the world? Professionally, I want to say his career is done, but we're in Africa over here, and so we can't say that too quickly. He might be back working tomorrow morning. And the other thing too is, it's not a crime. Like, it's not a crime against the law to sleep with someone's wife, unless the girls were underage. But all the women he slept with, they look very, very offensive. Like, they are older women. There was even one video where they were doing it inside a lake, or like a river, outside. This man, you're in the wrong career. You're in the wrong career. What are you doing in government? Follow your passion and drop videos. You make a lot of money, I promise you. But in a government institution, this kind of degeneracy and debauchery is not surprising at all. This is what happens. You know it, I know it. This thing goes on way more. There are terabytes of tapes that we will never see that are there by government people. So everywhere. So yeah, we thank God for Mr. Egonga's carelessness.
One woman, your kaya man, your put for the bola, like just drink all the peace.
I still won't ask you to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I will ask you to leave a comment below. Let me think about the video. Let me think about the whole thing. Have you seen the whole thing? Have you seen the tapes? And I want to say that corruption makes sense because all these women were not sleeping with him for free. He was probably paying them, and he was probably paying them from money that was not supposed to be his, or maybe even money like criminal money. But corruption in African institutions is so widespread that even if he was a virgin, there would be reason to investigate corruption. I don't love this news. Don't love it at all. Don't love that's happening. All these innocent women whose faces are coming out. All these tapes that will be there forever. Another thing too. In all these videos, there was not one money shot. You know the money shot. There was not one. And in most of the videos, it looked like they were finishing. Right? There was one where they brought out tissue to clean up. So I'm like, is he pouring into all these women? Is he that stupid? He has 6 kids with a wife. Imagine the amount of kids he has in the world. There are more tapes coming out. They said there are about 300. So maybe there's a money shot to one of them. But so far, not one money shot. He's pouring into everybody. You can see them finishing with his hand on his chest. So he's pouring into them, bro. Is this man mad? Anyway, I really love you guys, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. Sing this.
People I go never ever ask you to like and subscribe, but you go fish share my video if you know you're feeling my vibe. People I go never ever ask you to like and subscribe, but you go fish share my video.